Hello everyone, second part here. So for this part, I'm going to basically show you my Sonic the Hedgehog figure and plush collection. This is the other thing that I have the most amount of when it comes to Sonic merchandise besides the comic books. That, and of course you can see my graphic novel collection there along with some other Sonic stuff. So let me just get the figures down here. Well, actually, I'll just go through them one at a time here. So first, let's start off with the figures. So this is my action figure shelf, basically where I have all my figures, and I have lots of stuff. It's mostly Sonic, but I got a couple Space Jam figures there, a couple Mario figures, a couple Soras. You can see Crash there. You can see Quasimodo in the corner there. And of course you can see my Sailor Moon SGH Figuarts figure, but we're going to start over here because okay, I'm going to move some things here. So first, let's start with the oldest figure that I have, which is this guy. The Toy Island Sonic. I traded a video game, I think it was Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team, for this guy. He's the oldest figure that I have, because you can see here, year 2000. He's the oldest figure. I used to own a Jazzware Sonic, but I don't have him anymore. So we're going to immediately move on to the Tomy stuff, because they were the company to take over after Jazzwares quit. So first, I'm going to show off this big guy here. The Tomy Ultimate Classic Sonic. This was Tomy's biggest Sonic release. This was a figure that you could only originally buy at GameStop for $30, and he was really worth the $30 price that I picked him up for, because he's very articulated, very nice sculpt, and I can just move that there. He's got all this. Multiple accessories, eye plates, mouth plate, muzzle plates, interchangeable hands, a chili dog you can hold. All on this nice retro-looking Green Hill base. But yeah, next up is this little teeny tiny classic Sonic figure that I have. This one is from a Sonic Forces 4-pack. You may know about it. This was the GameStop exclusive 4-pack that had classic Sonic, modern Tails, and the modern Knuckles figures with a couple of pictures. Then, of course, we got Boom Sonic. Yes, I did collect some of the Boom figures. This was part of a 2-pack with an Amy figure. Also came with a blue Enerbeam. I don't have that right now. Gonna move a couple of my Jakks Pacific figures up so I can get to the rest of these guys without any issues. So next is this guy, my Tomy Modern Tails. Yeah, everybody went and made fun of this guy with the way his legs go in, and of course how one of his tails just fucking shrinks. Then here's the Boom Tails. This figure took me the longest to get, because I didn't get this in any figure pack when it was out in the 2014. No. I didn't get this until N-Circle Entertainment started releasing Sonic Boom on DVD. This figure was included in a DVD gift box set that included a different variation of the Boom Knuckles figure. So I went and picked it up for that reason, and then I got Volume 1 later when I ordered it from Barnes & Noble. But yeah, decent figure. The thing about Tomy figures is that they were definitely felt more like they were meant to be displayed than played with. So that's kind of what I'm doing with these. Okay, here is my Tomy Classic Knuckles figure. This was from a GameStop exclusive 3-pack with Classic Sonic and Classic Knuckles. This was when they were going and giving that, when they had them with the metallic paint job. And it's a decent figure. It's very close to the artwork of back in the day. So it's kind of cool. Next is the Tomy Modern Knuckles figure. This was from that Forces box set that I bought. Yeah, I honestly have more Knuckles figures than I do much of anything, so he's actually decent. And then, of course, the pride and joy, our favorite muscular meathead, Boom Knuckles. Actually a pretty decent figure, pretty decent sculpt. And then the last Tomy figure that I have is, of course, the Boom Amy figure. So yeah, I'm only missing Styx, and then I have the whole quintet. They have the whole quintet. Yeah, this was also in the pack. This is the second one that I bought. The first one had a bit of a problem with the eye, but this one kind of has a problem where you can't really see it with this, but both eyes are actually each a different shade of green. The one on the left is a little lighter color, while the one on the right is a darker color. But yeah, that's my Tomy figures. So I'm going to go in order here and start off next with the Jakks Pacific figures. The first ones I got, well, one of the first ones I got were the Bendy figures, their first line of figures, which weren't really that popular. So the first one I got was their Metal Sonic Bendy. And it's a nice sculpt and everything. Actually looks pretty accurate. Even went so far as putting the detail on his Robo shoes. Very decent. I don't really tend to bend these guys that much because they do lose their bendability and can break later on. So I'm just putting them there. And this was the thing that came with him, a little rolling disc in the Ship of Shadow using his Sonic Battle Sprite. Pretty decent. And oh, these are the coins that came with that 3-pack I got at GameStop. These really nice collectible coins of the characters. The front has the character and when they first appeared, and the back has the 25th anniversary logo, because these were released during the 25th anniversary barrage. But yeah, the other Bendy figure that I have was a GameStop exclusive Sports Sonic. This was basically just the standard Bendy Sonic, just with an exclusive vest and a medal. As you hear, it's Green Hill Zone 2020. Again, nice sculpt. Really kind of wish that he didn't have a thumbs up. That really kind of wrecks it. And then, of course, you can see where I broke the paint on there. So, yeah. But now we're gonna get into the meat and potatoes, the real figures. So first, we're gonna start off with the 2.5-inch figures. So first, here's one of the 2.5-inch Sonics, the standard one, you know, the one with the smile, and he has the pointing hand along with the fist. So yeah, he's decent. And then I also had a 2.5-inch Modern Super Sonic. This is basically just like the same figure as the Sonic, same body, just with a different head sculpt. But he's cool. Next is Super Shadow, my first ever Shadow figure that I've ever owned in my life. And basically he's just a recolor of the normal 2.5-inch. And he is also in the wrong color yellow. He's supposed to be a much lighter yellow, but he's the same color as normal Supersonic. Next is 2.5-inch Classic Tails. Yeah, I got a Classic Tails figure since my other one got destroyed. But yeah, he's actually nice. He's got a very nice sculpt. I do have to keep his tails down so he can actually stand up. But other than that, he really isn't that much of a problem. Next one, a lucky buy at GameStop, 2.5-inch Classic Supersonic. The first Classic Supersonic figure I've ever owned in my life. He was $5 at GameStop, and he was only like one left in the store, so I wasn't going to pass him up. And then, of course, last but not least, is, for the 2.5-inch figures I have, is a gold Chow. Yeah, the first Chow figure I've ever owned. Very nice sculpt. You can see that the eyes aren't really painted on where they were supposed to be on the sculpt, but hey, I got Chow, so it's all cool. But now we're going to go into the 4-inch figures. So first off, the first 4-inch figure I ever bought, 4-inch Modern Sonic. So yeah, this is the standard Sonic. You've got the cocky grin. They are a little more limited than what the Jack specific Mario figures do. Like, well, I'm gonna pull out my Luigi here for reference. So yeah, here's my 4-inch Luigi from the original World of Nintendo line. You can see here he's got the head swivel, he's got the arm swivel. He has elbow joints alongside the knee joints. The Sonic figures, for the most part, do not have that. And I can understand why. It makes the figures more game accurate. And again, you look how thin Sonic's arms are here. An elbow joint would probably just fucking break. But, you know, he's got the regular sculpt there. He has ball joints. Well, he has a little bit of a ball joint around his hands and his around his wrist and his ankle so they can rotate. So that's pretty cool. And this was the accessory I got with him, the purple Chaos Emerald. So yeah, Chaos Emerald number 6. So it's nice to get that. Next one, 4-inch modern Supersonic. Yeah, I managed to find him at my local Walmart. He was the only one in the store, and I went and said, screw that, fuck this, I'm buying him. So I did. So yeah, really cool. He's got the scowl. Basically the same body type as regular Sonic. In his own, and he came with Chaos Emerald number 5, the Cyan Emerald. Next up, 4-inch Classic Sonic. So yeah, I got Classic Sonic. Very nice. It's very clear that his body build here is based off of the Generations version of the character, in terms of the proportions and everything, and the way his eyes are. A little bit off with the paint on the mouth here, but he's good. He was part of a 3-pack, which I will show off next here, because the next figure is a 4-inch Silver Sonic. Yeah, they made a Silver Sonic figure, and he's actually pretty cool. He actually does have knee joints there as well. You can flip his feet back, and he does have elbow joints, and it's a really nice figure. They included a lot of detailing here, so it's actually very cool. Then I have Classic Eggman. Yeah, the first Eggman figure I've ever owned in my life. And it's a very, very nice sculpt, very round. His arms are a little difficult to move at times. But I love the details. I love his ankles. I love the fact that they included his little cape. It's actually all nice and cool. Then the last of the regular line is 4-inch Rouge. Yeah, one of the new characters that I actually managed to snatch up before they got bought off. You can see here, she's one of the first characters of the mainline series characters to actually have elbow joints. Though I'm guessing that's probably because of the way where her gloves are at. They kind of had to do that to make a compromise, like how she only just has swivel joints for the wrists, as well as her legs for the way her boots are. A little bit of extra paint on the boots, but yeah, her accessory was, of course, her bat bombs, the Generations version. At least I think so. But that's not all for my Jack specific figures, because no, I do have some of the movie figures. Like, for instance, 4-inch Movie Sonic. So yeah, Tomy went all out going and actually creating merchandise for the second movie. Here's the figure for Movie Sonic, the 4-inch version. This was kind of a big deal because he actually has elbow joints and everything. So he's actually far more articulated than the regular Sonic in just that way. So he's cool. Next is Movie Tails. Actually very nice figure. Very, very nice. The one I got kind of has a weird left arm. So that's kind of really weird. And again, I have to have his tails down so we can actually stand up properly. Then here's our boy Movie Knuckles, looking really pissed off. Very broad arms and everything. One thing I should say about the Movie Knuckles figures that I got, their legs actually popped out of the joint socket at one point when I got them out of the box and tried moving them for the first time. So I'm really careful moving these guys. I really am. And then the last Jakks-specific figure I have is from the second wave of the movie Sonic figures. Movie Super Sonic. So yeah, I have to be very careful with this guy, because when I got him out of the packaging, one of his legs fell out of the belt socket completely, another part basically fell out of the knee socket, and his head popped off. So I'm being very, very careful with this guy, considering he was the only one in the store when I picked him up. So I treasure that one. And if you do want to see, I do have a couple of decks of Sonic playing cards. One of the modern ones that GE first released, and then another one that's classic Sonic characters. My Space Jam, Bugs Bunny, and Lola Bunny figures are guarding them ferociously. As is my my Pope Leo Evolution set. These two figures here are from a Kid Robot set. I bought the first set of Sonic and Tails, which each came a Chaos Emerald for them to hold on a peg. The gun there is a laser gun that came with my Tails figure. So, yeah, they're there. But yeah, that's my Sonic figure collection. So now I can just set Rouge back up and get my boy Pac-Man back there. Hey, Pac-Man. I'll go down here for a moment to show off the mini collection of Sonic 2 McDonald's toys that I got. The first two I did get myself, both of the Tails variants, because they have the stickers that came with them to go and put on their shoes. Same with this Knuckles. I basically got it from a friend whose kid already had this one, so this one still had the stickers. The other two I got from the friend, but they threw the sticker sheet away. Hence why Sonic and Knuckles' shoes are white on these toys. They kind of had the thing where they just gave you stickers to put on the shoes to go and add detail. But now we're going to move on to these first. These are Good to Grow juice caps. If anybody remembers belly washers, they're basically kind of the same thing. The only difference here is that they're just straight up caps. I have Sonic and Tails, and to my knowledge, these are the only two that are available for that line. And then I have these. They're from the same company, Good to Grow, but they're for their bigger juice. These are called pods. I have the Sonic and Knuckles ones. There is a Shadow one available, but he is apparently super hard to find. And I should know. Yeah, but there's also my... Well, first let me get that out of the way, and let me get my Bad Cop flashlight keychain out of the way. And then Pez collection here, alongside a rare variant of SpongeBob, alongside Scooby-Doo and Pikachu. I have two of the Sonic ones, Classic Sonic and Classic Tails. I currently do not have the Classic Knuckles one, but I am trying to look. Here's a Sonic keychain from a blind bag. So I got Modern Sonic, so that one's cool. Here's one from another blind bag at Dollar Tree. It's Amy, actually decent. Here's a couple of blind bag acrylic standees of Sonic and Amy that I picked up at Hot Topic one time. They're actually decent. Then, of course, there's this guy, the Lego Sonic minifigure. The only time that we've ever the first time we saw Sonic in Lego form. The second time was the Lego Ideas Green Hill set, which I still want to get. I don't know if you can see it there, but I do have a Sonic Funko. It is the one of Sonic holding a green Chaos Emerald. There's this guy that I picked up on my birthday. This Diamond Select Toys Sonic statue. I got this at GameStop on my birthday, and they just so happened to be having a sale where they were like 50% off, and I got this guy for like about, I think, $20. They also had the Tails one too, but I didn't have enough money to go and get it. So I just stuck with Sonic, and it's this really nice one of him jumping off a green hill thing, holding a Chaos Emerald and grabbing a ring. Very cool. Now, let's move on to the plushies. Plushies. I have quite a few. So first off is this one that was given to me by a friend of Modern Sonic. I think it's a Kelly toy one. I can't remember because the tag's off. He is missing a bit of his mouth stitching and his hand stitching has come off. He's a little dirty, but he was a gift from a friend, so I like him. Next one is the GE Modern Supersonic. I picked this up at SakuraCon back in 2019 for I think like about 18 bucks, which is actually a nice deal. I really like it. Very nice proportions, nice scowl. A little off in the eye department. Here's a Jakks Pacific Classic Knuckles plush. He looks metallic because they used for the 25th anniversary figures. The first run they gave him this crushed velvet thing, so they give him like a sheen. So that's kind of cool. Move Pikachu and Yoshi out of the way, and move over Isabella a little bit. And here's the Boom Amy plush, the first Tomy plush that I ever owned. She's a little dirty. She's one of the older plushes I have. I've had her since about 2014, 2015. So I've had her for quite a long time. She's one of my favorite plushies. Okay, so if we move Knuckles and move Riolu out of the way, here's the oldest plush that I own. GE Classic Knuckles. Yeah, he is the oldest plush that I own. I have had him since 2011, since I was 16. Had him for well over 11 years at this point. The reason his hands are dirty is because I brought him to school one time and he dropped out of a bag that I was holding him in, and he sat out in the rain for so long, so that's a bit of water damage. That and also the little studs for his shoes have long since fallen off. The glue came undone. Let's just get him back up there. Next GE plush I have is Silver. Now, I got him used also at SakuraCon 2019. He was at a stall where you could name a price for these things, and I got Silver for $3. So yeah, I got a GE plush that was very much roughly played with for $3. And I really don't care. I actually like Silver, and I really like this plush. Yeah, he's got a couple of spots on him, but hey, you get what you paid for. Alright, so the last couple of Sonic plush, the last 6 Sonic plushies I have, well, first I'm going to move my Sine Kirby plush and my Sine Bulbasaur plush. I really love the Sine plushes. They are just so soft. Hi, Bulby. So here is the GE Blaze plush. I got a weird one. It's like half her face on one side isn't even stuffed. But she's cool. Didn't notice the dirt there, but yeah, she's cool. She's got her dot, she's got her headband, she's got all that. They went and used a little fluff for her cuffs, glove cuffs and shoes. It's actually very nice. My personal favorite plush I own, the GE Modern Amy plush. I love this plush. Just the little happy smile she's got, all the details, her dress. Her boots do look a little wonky, but that's kind of to be expected with this. But GE is always known for their high quality plushes, and this is very, very high quality to me. And then, of course, we got to move Crocky around. We got to move Aquarius and Breezy and little Poplio there. For my next plush, Rouge. So yeah, I did get a Rouge the Bat plush, and she's cool. Got that little smirk. Even included her lipstick. You got her boots there. Once again the finger stitching popped out, so I sadly don't have that anymore. But now I can put her back in there and get her back there, Crocky back there, Kirby back here, and Bulby back here. Then the other plush I have is the classic Amy plush. Again, this was one that I picked up like the day before we went to SakuraCon, where I picked her up at an import shop that was close to my friend's place where I was staying the night for all 3 nights we went. It's a very nice, accurate plush. Once again, the glue that had her shoelaces has popped off, but she's still a cool plush and everything. Really like all the details. Then the last 2 plushes I have are, one is this, the Jakks Pacific Sonic 2 movie Tails plush. And yeah, he looks like a standard Tails plush, but it's in the shoes. Those are his movie shoes. It's very nice, very squeezable. For $10, it was actually a very decent plush. The tufts for his fur tufts are a little weird, but yeah. Then the last Sonic plush that I have is this big boy, the 12-inch Tomy Classic Sonic plush. Very soft, very huggable. Quills are very sturdy, but got crushed in the box when I got him at Target. He was one of the last ones to got. But yeah, he was very well worth the price. That, and of course you can also see my Jakks Pacific Special Pikachu plush back there. One other item I want to show off before I go to the DVDs is, of course, this book, the Sonic the Hedgehog Encyclopedia, the book that came out last year that was basically just kind of like the Mario Encyclopedia, but for Sonic. Very good read. And then, of course, my Sonic Frontiers steel case. I just got this recently. I didn't get it day one because they were not shipped with the game on day one when it came out. But they did get their shipment and I was able to get mine. Now, the last thing I'm going to show today for my Sonic collection is physical media in other forms. Basically, DVDs and, believe it or not, CDs. So, first off, I'm just going to come up over here. First off, I do want to show off these, my copies of the 2 Sonic movies, Sonic Movie 1 and Sonic Movie 2. My copy of Sonic Movie 1 is a 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray combo. This was a Easter gift given by my mother. And then my copy of Movie 2 that I bought when it came out. I bought my copy at Walmart. So I'll show these off. First is this. This was the comic that came with my copy of Movie 1, The Adventures of Sonic and Donut Lord. It's basically a sprite-based Cliff's Notes retelling of the story of the first movie. Pretty nice, actually. And then the other one is just a sadly watered-down version of the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie prequel tie-in comic that IDW did. And by I mean watered down, it only has 3 stories. The one, Always Bet on Red, Knuckles' a story, 2 for the Road, Tails' a story, and Mushroom with a View, Robotnik's story, which, fun fact, apparently Jim Carrey actually gave Keel Fegley some pointers on how to write movie Robotnik for this comic, so that's actually kind of cool. The rest of the stuff, first off is the Discotek Media release of Sonic X Collection 1, the first 52 episodes, so I basically have from the New World Saga up until when Sonic and Friends went and left Earth. I don't have the Metarex Saga. I'm still debating on whether I'm going to get that or if I'm just going to go and say screw it and buy the complete series Blu-ray set. I'm still thinking about that. And then next is these 2. The End Circle release of Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, not complete, as far as I know, because it's missing the Christmas special. I am going and heavily thinking of going and getting the Discotek Media Blu-ray release of this series, since it has everything. Every episode, the Christmas special, and a lot of bonus features. So, yeah. The other ones that I have are the ones I bought at Walmart, the Sonic Underground volume sets. Say what you will, but I think this show is actually good for a laugh watch, in my personal opinion. It basically tries to play both fields with trying to be both Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Sad AM at the same time. and it understandably failed. But but these were like, I think like $5 or $6 when I bought them at Walmart, so I wasn't going to pass that up. Then, of course, here's the end circle releases of Sonic Boom Season 1. They did 2 volumes for both seasons. And again, my copy of Season 2 is from the limited edition gift set version, which came with a Tails and Knuckles figure. If you wanted to know what came with the Volume 1 gift set, it was a Sonic and an Eggman figure. So those are decent. And then the last bit of Sonic media that I have on DVD is, of course, Sonic Boom Season 2. So, yeah, I have both seasons of Sonic Boom. I am considering going and getting the Blu-ray set that End Circle came out with, just to kind of go and make more room on my shelf, because I just recently went and bought the Sailor Moon first season set, and these sets are kind of apparently pretty good, because Viz actually got permission from Toei to go and use the original Film Masters for these, so this is like the closest you come to originally going and seeing it on TV back in the day. And they just announced the R set for coming out next year, so I really want to make room for that. Just let me get those put away. Oh yeah, you can see back there some of my other stuff. So let me just get these babies put away. And then, the last bit, well, first I'll show this. This was a mug that my father's mother, my grandmother from that side, made for me. Used one of my drawings of Amy for it. So yeah, I have my art on a mug. Pretty cool. But the last bit of stuff I will show you is my Sonic the Hedgehog CD collection. Yes, I have Sonic music on CD, which is actually really, really cool. If you wanted to know what the rest of my stuff is, it's the first 3 volumes of the Black Mages, Nobuo Uematsu's band that does Final Fantasy fixes, the Spider-Man, Raimi Spider-Man soundtrack, and a whole bunch of Iron Maiden. I love Maiden, they're my favorite band, but no, we're gonna start here. So, the first one that I have is Sonic Adventure Remix. This is basically a bunch of techno remixes of the vocal themes for the characters, specifically Sonic, Knuckles, Amy, Tails, Big, and Open Your Heart. So that one's fine. Next one is True Blue, the best of Sonic the Hedgehog. This is a collection of vocal themes. See here, we got Live and Learn. Both versions of It Doesn't Matter. Both the SA1 and SA2 version. Escape from the City. Both 2 versions of His World. Super Sonic Racing. Both openings for Sonic Boom, both the Japanese and American. Sonic Speed Riders from Sonic Riders. Race to Win from Rivals 2. The American Sonic X theme. Yeah, a CD that was originally released in Japan has the American Sonic X theme on it. That's kind of cool. I can listen to that whenever I want. Listen to my MP3. Right There, Right On from Rush. Sonic Heroes and What I'm Made Of. 7 Rings in Hand. Open Your Heart. And then bonus tracks. New Venture. 7 Rings in Hand Crush 40 version. Open Your Heart Crush 40 versus Bentley Jones remix. And the Super Smash Bros. Brawl remix of Angel Island Zone, which, fun fact, this was the only way you could listen to that track on CD until the Jun Senoue Completed Works set came out. So yeah, it's actually kind of cool. Again, having the American Sonic X theme on a CD that was released in Japan first, and only in Japan, actually kind of cool. And then second volume is True Colors, Best of Sonic Part 2. This is a collection of vocal themes that focuses on Sonic's friends. As we see here on Gravitify, 2 versions of Dreams of an Absolution, the original and Starry Night remix. Throw It All Away, EGGMAN, the original version. Waking Up, the neutral good ending from Shadow. Team Dark's theme, This Machine. Flying the Freedom, the SA2 versions of Believe in Myself and Unknown from ME. My Sweet Passion. Gamma's theme, the ending theme from Japanese version of Sonic X, Cosmic Eternity. The short version of Lookalike from the OVA, which, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. Do have the Sonic OVA. Got it on VHS. Found it at Goodwill for like 49 cents. Easy pickup. But yeah, the coolest one for me here is the original demo version of Lazy Day of Big's theme, Lazy Days, mixed with the Ted Poley vocals. So these CDs were actually pretty cool at getting some really decent songs. The last compilation that I have is a latest one, Sonic the Hedgehog DJ Style Party. This is basically mostly a collection of tracks that Tomoya Ohtani went and worked on, along with kind of made more to be more techno for like a rave party or something. They're okay listens for the most part, but again, it's mostly just music that Tomoya Ohtani went and did. So if you like his stuff, it's good. My personal favorite is the definitely the Blizzard Peaks Jun Sonoi rock mix of Blizzard Peaks from Rush Adventure. That's pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to move that there. That's my Sengoron Kagura soundtrack. That's my copy of the Kingdom Hearts 2 soundtrack, OG release, not final mix. So my first soundtrack is Complete Trinity, the Sonic Heroes soundtrack. This basically has all of the all the stage track music, plus What I'm Made Of, plus a couple of bonus tracks, the extended version of the Emerald Challenge, the original version of Casino Park, and a remix of Bingo Highway. Actually pretty cool. The next one I have is the Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2 soundtrack. Yes, I own the music to Sonic 4 in its entirety. It's basically all the stage tracks and everything, as well as a Splash Hill Zone medley track from Jun Sonoi, which you know was used in all the times that Sonic showed up for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Next one, the Sonic Generations soundtrack, Blue Blur. So I should show the discs for this one. Well, I'll briefly show the discs for the other one. So the one for this one is basically just standard black disc. The one for this one is just like Sonic on the disc, pretty much. The one for True Colors looks like a bumper. The one for DJ Party looks like one of those burning CDs. You know, if you remember those. The ones for Sonic 4, that one's got that, and the other one's got Sonic Running because it's a 2-disc. The one for Sonic 4 is just that, the logo plus a checkerboard pattern. If you do want to see what it looks like on the outside, it is artwork of Sonic and Tails running around a loop with a neutron about ready to blast somebody. It's cool. Yeah, but no, the discs for this one is red, which has all of the stage tracks and the credit loop for the console version of the game. Blue disc, which has the stage boss music and credit roll for the 3DS version of the game, plus challenge music, plus the music for the challenges. And then the third disc is basically the boss music for the console version, plus all the little remixes for like the skill shop and everything, and all the cutscene music. And then this one does have a little pamphlet here. Just let me pull it out. This is the pamphlet for it. It's got Modern Sonic on the front and Classic Sonic on the back. And each phase for each one is actually color-coded. The first disc for this, again, is colored red. Second disc is colored yellow. Third is colored white. And then Notes from Sonic Team is actually pretty cool. So the next one I have is A Hero Will Rise, the Sonic Forces soundtrack. Yeah, I got this one as a birthday gift from a friend. I actually liked the soundtrack quite a bit when the game first came out. Nowadays, I'm only really listening to most of the modern Sonic tracks, a couple of the Avatar tracks, and only like 3 classic Sonic tracks out of the whole thing. I think Fist Bump is a pretty decent vocal theme. Infinite is laughably cringe. And then, okay, I'll show that in a second. But here's the first disc, brown with the Resistance logo. Second disc, white with Infinite's logo. And third disc, a nice maroon red with the Eggman Empire logo. Pretty decent. And instead of a pamphlet, they gave a book, a poster that has all the track list for all 3 discs. On the front side, it's the heroes, and on the back side is the vocals for the vocal themes with the villains on the other side. So let me just get that on there. And then last but not least, Team Sonic Racing soundtrack Maximum Overdrive, my new favorite Sonic soundtrack. Jun Senoue returning was a great joy to me. I've always loved his music, and getting him to be the main composer for a Sonic game again alongside Tomoyo Otani, T-Lopes, Hyper Potions, that was cool. Disc 1's blue, Disc 2 is yellow, and Disc 3 is red. It did come with a couple of stickers, which I gave to my sister. But yeah, that is my entire Sonic the Hedgehog collection, boys and girls. So I hope you've enjoyed this little thing, this 2-parter of all the Sonic crap that I have. I do have a couple of strategy guides and everything, but I couldn't get them out in time for this video. I might show them later. But anyway, this is Greg the Hedgehog 09, signing off.